Huh? Yeah? You like that? Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley, starting a business, building a brand. This one, big number 19. So we had this banner for StyleCon. StyleCon was last week and it was incredible. It was so great that you got to meet Rob and Kelly. It was incredible because here's one of the reasons why it was incredible. It was the first time that together as a group and as a company, we were at any type of networking event. It just happened to be StyleCon, which is my event, along with my StyleCon business partner, Antonio Centeno of Real Men, Real Style. But it was incredible. What was more incredible than just being around all these amazing dudes is that everybody there is pretty sharp. They're all relatively intelligent people. And, it was the first time where we started to actually divulge a little bit more than what I've been divulging on this vlog. Talking a bit about the company, talking a bit about the concept, and sort of how we're going to change the face of men's skincare. And anytime you do that, there's a degree, it's like any business. There comes a point at which you have to start telling people a little bit about what your idea is. And not your friends and family, because that's one of the issues. And one of the things that a lot of entrepreneurs fall into the trap of is they tell their friends and family, right? And your friends and family love you. And they think whatever little Jimmy does is amazing. I have seen some businesses that I have thought to myself, why did nobody tell you this was a terrible idea? And it's because they only told people that would reinforce what they thought. But this was the first time that we were actually in a group of people that have no skin in the game. They haven't been watching the vlog. They really don't know us they know me, but they didn't know them, Rob and Kelly. And the amazing thing was that I was a little bit nervous about telling like all my buddies, like Antonio and all my other blogger and vlogger friends, they get sent a ton of products. They have experienced a lot of skincare companies and products that send them stuff, not to mention just business ideas in general. And the response was ridiculously positive. They loved it. They couldn't believe that we were going to be able to sell what we're going to be selling for the price we're going to be selling it at. And then they're like, yeah, but how's the quality? The quality is ridiculous. I didn't realize until I started this process of actually developing products and looking at ingredients and trying to formulate something, I didn't realize how crappy my current skincare favorites, ones that I'm like, oh, this is good, actually are. And so the combination of what we're doing, the price we're doing it at, and the quality of the products that we're going to be offering, this, my friends, is going to be a home run, and we are so excited to tell you about it. But we're just not there yet. We're at that uncomfortable and unfortunate part of the process where it's a waiting game. The packaging has been ordered, and until that actually gets here to the US and then sent to the lab to actually be mixed and filled, it's a waiting game. But there are things that we need to focus on and do in the meantime. Website. Polish that up, figure it out, develop a marketing strategy. One of the great things about StyleCon and being around all these influencers is this is going to be the initial sales tool, and our marketing basically directive is going to be to go to these guys, my friends, and figure it out and have them talk about it and present it to their audience. And so, marketing is going to make or break this product. It make or breaks every product for the most part. Somebody else that I respect incredibly is a gentleman named Eric Banholtz. He was on Shark Tank. He has the company called Beard Brand. And so after StyleCon, we all went out to eat lunch and just kind of be like, whew, that's over, that's great. And Eric actually came back to my office for a few hours to hang out before his flight. And he's somebody who is really big. He has actually a marketing background. And his whole thing is branding, and he's all about the story, he's all about the brand and sort of getting that message out there. And so when I was telling him, he's like, okay, I like the idea, let me see the packaging, let me see the website. And this is another one of those things where it's like, oh crap, here's somebody that I respect that I know has done well with branding and coming up with a story around his brand, because Beard Brand is a community. It's not just a product. And so he's done an amazing job sort of tapping into a niche and then really driving insane passion around that product, that brand, and that message. And so it's something that I am in awe of, and something we hope to do with Tiege Hanley. And so we brought him back. I showed him sort of the collateral, the marketing stuff that we have so far and the images, and he thought it was great. And another one where I don't think, here's the thing, I trust him that he would, because he actually had recommendations. He's like, have you thought about this? I'm like, actually, no, that's a great point. I'll bring it up to Rob and Kelly. And so I know he's not going to blow smoke up her ass. So the message, the point of this vlog, big number 19, is you need to surround yourself with good people. Your friends, your family, they're great people. We love them, right? But you need to be surrounded by people that won't blow smoke up your ass. If there's a problem, if there's a bad idea, they need trust that they will tell you. Because we get caught up so often in not wanting to hear criticism. But there is a big difference between constructive criticism and criticism that's just meant to basically tear you down. Surround yourself. Look for people that will constructively criticize you. All right? Don't have that fragile of an ego that any bit of not like cheering, like big foam finger, go Jimmy, right? You got to be okay with the negative, not the negative, but the constructive criticism. So do yourself a favor, do your business, do your brand a favor. Have people around you that'll tell you if it sucks.